Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back to another episode of EU4 as Palembang. In previous episode, we did a quick little war against Bali, which no longer exists. And we took a little bit of land from Luwu, and then during that war we got declared upon by Vijayanagar, who then called in Ayutthaya, and now we're just blockading a whole lot, and nothing's really happening in this war. But you know, well, that's how it goes, I suppose. Could potentially still send in a bit of ships down that way to blockade even more. You know what? At this point, I wonder how much is the 2 heavy ships enough? That's 18 development, that might not be quite sufficient. Okay, we'll keep the heavy ships in here. Go ahead and move out a little bit of... yeah, a little bit galleys. How much is 10? That's another 150. So we'll go to Malabar coast, and then that's gonna be... Oh yeah, actually. We can split that in half, like 5 galleys each. And blockade all of that, really. Although these are kind of outside of range for attrition-wise, so we might not be able to stay there forever, but at least that's even more blockades going on. We are still getting quite a bit of ticking war score, but at the same time we're also getting like 33 ducats just from the blockades currently. And then of course in the Spanish situation... Oh no, that's counting for both wars, never mind. Well, it is what it is. But yeah, the war score is not really getting much higher against Spain. One thing that we do have is the length of war is getting a little bit longer still, so eventually Spain might be more willing to take a white peace. Because, again, they can't really get anything in here. Morale of armies goes up, well that's quite handy. Now I suppose with the... actually, we're not going to go ahead and bring these back home. Or back to the Comorin Cape. The reason is actually fairly simple. I don't want to take any attrition right now, because that is one of those that... Oh, right, we need a new election now. Well, so much for the morale of armies, I guess. I think we're still going to go with the Buccaneer option, though, because we need to get the outring points. And I think right now... we don't need to be... Well, actually, I suppose we do still have a bit of co-creation costs that we might want to hold on to. So that's one option. I could go for missionary strength as well, to just convert provinces faster. Or the siege ability and discipline. Reducing construction costs, on the other hand, would allow us to get more manufactories going. You know what? I'm going to roll a die. And we'll have a... one for Shiva, for the core creation cost reduction and extra expansion reduction. 2... Well, 1 and 2, Shiva. 3 and 4 for Surya. For the... Actually, no. Ganga for the construction cost. And then 5 and 6 for Vishnu. For the missionary strength. Well, it's a 5, so we will be going with Vishnu. It does allow us to go through these conversions a lot faster, which is actually quite handy. Alright, so we'll just get these in here. You know what? I wonder. We just combine these. This is still 150 development. Is that going to be sufficient? I'll quickly sail out here to Maldives. To check if that's going to... That is still enough to blockade all of that. Alright then. In fact, what we'll even do is we'll go ahead and leave out a another 5 ships. Go to Ceylon Sea. Blockade all of that. So we can blockade even more. There's also a bit of ships that we could take to Coast Orissa. That's another 5 ships. So that way we can keep all of that blockaded. Do we have anything that we could send down here? I suppose this one... It's 150. That's probably more than enough. Oh, yeah. We'll split this in half, and we'll send one of these to Andaman Sea to blockade some more of the west coast, although it's only going to be catching 1 port there. Ah, we're greedy. Well, okay, so this leader is not going to be around for too long. Oh, we could get the inflation reduction, but at the same time, no, I want to get the admin tech first. That also unlocks the town hall, which can be quite handy for state maintenance reduction. And the governing cost, or the... Well, the governing cost in general, I suppose. So governing capacity will stretch a bit further. I don't know if they have any troops in Vijayanagar. Or the Ceylon, sorry. Oh, and Bintan is now 10. So we'll go ahead and call that one back. What did I say? The next is unlocking at 11 development, though. Alright then. That's a little bit odd. We could go for Belitung. Upgrading that a bit further. And over here we could... Well, there's a few things that we could still build. We could actually upgrade the temple in there. Oh. It's just for the heck of it. We're going to give it that one extra development. Oh, now it does get the extra there. Okay, that was a little bit weird. So could we... Oh, right, yeah, we might want to build a manufacturer in here. But we won't be able to do that quite yet. We don't have the cash for that. But we have at least paid off the loan, so that's good. Also, we've got these 2 light ships. We'll go ahead and do some more privateering in Malacca. We've got some privateers in there already, but we're going to always add in a few more. And right now, we're kind of in a sitting pattern over here, just, you know, waiting for things to happen. Which is probably going to be yet another war by someone else. Declare upon us. I could do a war against Banjar. Barra would join in. Oh, right, they're no longer at war. Ooh. Yeah, we'll get these in here. How bad is the unrest in here? Still a decent bit, but it's not that bad. It'll be alright. We could do a quick little rebel suppression there. So we'll use the Marine Army to conquer Banjar. Grab those lands. Because we actually got permanent claims on these 2. Oh. I'm gonna go with the war against the world. Because it gives us less aggressive expansion and less cost for those provinces. So we'll be able to get that war sorted out sooner. And we'll just go out against the... Oh, right, that's level 7 fort, though. So that's going to be... Oh, they don't have a full maintenance there. We might want to go out and park the ships outside, at least. We're catching the army there. That should be an easy victory for us. Even though it is jungle and all that, so it's not exactly ideal. Unhappiness among the artisans. I guess we'll abolish a tax. There we go, so we sacrifice that. We don't have enough ships here to do the barrage quite yet. I don't know, where could we get some ships for that? I mean, I suppose we've got more transports over here that we can just bring in. It's just the transports don't have a whole lot of guns, is the problem. And when it's 700, we only got 150 there. Oh, wow. It's a duel? Oh, it's 4 each. Okay. Well, some of these at least. We might be able to get some of the better. Actually, it's the... that's 5. Brigantines got 6. So yeah, the cogs are very old. Oh, there's merchantmen as well with 8 cannons. Okay. How much would it cost to upgrade these ships? I don't know. Let's quickly go ahead and park this in here to see. Only 280 ducats. We'll repair these for a little bit and then we'll park these outside again. We've got to declare war on Shu. Imperialism, Casasbelly. Or was it Shun? No, it was Shu. Right, they don't have a whole... Oh, wow. I actually didn't realize how far Mughals have gone into China. They got most of the inland. Right, would the Vijayanagar be willing to take a white piece? No, not yet at least. But I guess, did we get the extra ships here yet? Not yet. We'll give these a bit of a time to repair while those arrive. Well, now we've got the ships there. I guess we'd actually just park these on the outside already. That's, oh no, we've got 500 cannons there. That's still not quite sufficient. We do have any extra ships right now. I suppose, we need a lot of them. Are these galleons? How much do they have? 60 cannons each. Okay, we'll take the galleons down that way to do the quick barrage and then we can get going. Also go... Oh, actually, how much do we need? We need 27. I was thinking maybe I should try to get a couple more marines or something to go and siege down the other province here. Actually, increasing our army size is probably not a bad idea. So yeah, we'll get 5 marines. Then we can go and siege down the inland province there. Now, let's... oh, right, the heavy ships haven't arrived yet. Oh, there's the Portuguese war declaration. Let's get this barrage going. So what do they want? They want Comoros. Okay. Right, Spain, would you like... if we don't take that much land... Come on, give me at least 1 province. Okay, you're willing to give me that 1 island. Maybe a little bit of money as well. You know what? 700 ducats, I'll take it. There we go. So that's 1 war sorted out. Get that core over here. I didn't realize we had permanent claims in this area, but sure. And then Vijayanagar, you wouldn't want to take a white piece yet? No. Not yet. So the question is, what do we do? Because I don't have the ship really to stop the Portuguese over here quite yet. I don't remember also, do they have any... Oh, they do still have some colonies over here as well. At least Palau. And Nauru. That's mostly it. Right, well, I guess we got even more wars to fight. I suppose we are with the war against, or we do have the war against the world reform, or the, yeah, government reform, that's the word I was looking for. I do actually wonder, so what do we need for the last, still need another, yeah, we need more than double our points currently. But then we can get the last one. I think we're going to go with the, which one was it? Neutral ground, I believe. Neutral ground policy. Vessels can now hoist the black flag. And game modifiers of each pirate republic subject. So yeah, what we'll probably do is, well, we'll first of all, we'll make Brunei probably a bit of a vassal in here. They'll have a potential for doing a bit of raiding and whatnot for us. And then also, we'll probably try eventually to turn Taiwan into a vassal for us. Which can then do a whole lot of raiding over here and provide us with a lot of the cash from that. But yeah, right now we are stretched a little bit thin. If we do have a look at the navies. We do still have the largest by far, but it's spread pretty far out currently. Of course, decent chunk of the fleet is still transports and all that. I suppose eventually IOTI is going to start, yeah, they're losing a lot of money regardless right now, so that's not too bad. For us, that is. For the enemy, it might be a little bit bad. Yeah, if we get a little bit more troops, that's hopefully going to maybe, you know, convince some more nations that they perhaps should not declare war upon me. Even if they so desire. We do actually have room for more ships. I'm going to make a quick little template. Let's have a template for 10 galleys. We can do it quite easily up here. We'll do another one on the east coast of Australia. So we'll get 20 galleys. That's hopefully going to be enough to at least keep these blockaded. Well, I mean, suppose with some of the other galleys around here, we can then move this particular fleet out to do some fighting against the Portuguese potentially up here. And that might be what we need. Alright, they do control Zanzibar. Now, do they have military access through Kilwa? No, they don't. So doing a landing into Zanzibar could actually be quite handy. Now, problem is that they do have higher militech than I do. That means that they got better tactics. Better cavalry shock. Oh, there's only cannons now. I sense an opportunity. I'm going to go and bring these troops in. And we'll go ahead and land into Zanzibar. Because there's mostly artillery and a bit of cavalry there. So 5 marines, because we don't take the landing penalty with the marines. We should be able to get that. We can then keep some of the fleets out here. Oh, never mind. Well, it's light ships over there. I might be able to go ahead and engage that. And then head back here, one way or another. Oh, never mind, they moved away. In that case, let's, yeah, let's just get up there. Okay, so if those moved away, let's get back here then. Keep the Vijayanagar fleets blockaded. We're going to be taking a little bit of attrition along here, for the fleets mostly, not so much for the troops. But yeah, if we can get the heavy fleet down that way soon-ish, that would be nice. Oh, Russia declared war? Colonialism, casus belli? Okay then. Right. If we have a look at the diplomacy view, there's quite a bit of red currently. Well, that means that we can go ahead and potentially conquer some more lands down here. In both Sulawesi and what's it call it? Philippines, that's the word I was looking for. Let's get these heavy ships. Actually, we can do a quick little raid over there. Let's get these back into... You know, actually, we'll combine these with the main battle... Well, the heavy fleet over there. I'll go ahead and get some of the transports out. Those are still repairing, so we'll move these out. Over here. Pick up the troops. We'll bring these to Sulawesi. We'll seize down these two. Then go for the stuff there. So, how is the Russian fleet? They've got 70 ships total. I don't think they'll have too much over here. So, everyone is trying to get by at me, but I don't think they'll succeed. Because first rule is, if you want to invade my islands, you need to have a fleet to actually get through. And most of these enemies, and Portugal's got a decent sized fleet, but even then it's not going to be sufficient, I don't think. And speaking of which, we're about to... Hey, there we go, that's a conversion done. About ready to start doing the landing on to Zanzibar. It says crossing penalty, but with the Marines, I don't think we actually get a crossing penalty. And this is mostly artillery on the front row. We should be pretty good. Yeah, it's the artillery is taking pretty hefty casualties. We are taking some casualties as well, mind you. But the front line has collapsed on the enemy side. And we have won. We can start sieging down Zanzibar. Right, and did the fleet arrive yet? Oh, there's a Portuguese fleet down there. It's light ships, though. So I'm not overly concerned about that. Where do we have any fleets that are actually able to participate in hunting down those fleets? Well, I suppose the fleets that we're currently building up here in Australia are not yet done. That one's just sitting there, menacingly. I'm just going to quickly go to Sulawesi. I think 13 light ships are still something that our transports can defeat. At least, hopefully, we got... Oh, right. Brunei is actually helping the war. Huzzah! Okay, good. Well, that means we might want to send some of these to landing into... Well, you know what, actually, we can worry about that landing later. So they're blockading a little bit over here, but I'm not too concerned about that yet. So now it's 4 wars going on at the same time. Only one of those is a war that I've started. And once that is done, that's at least a bit of a reduction on the overhead in here, so to speak. And it also gives a bit more territory down here in Borneo to then use as a power base, so to speak. Oh, right, the next diplomatic is actually going to be the new light ships. And also the better casus belli. Or the imperialism casus belli. And nationalism casus belli, actually, as well. Oh, I see a fleet coming in. Can I get to Mozambique or Comoros quickly enough? I mean, is that a transport fleet? I mean, technically speaking, yes, but I don't think it's actually got any troops in tow. On the other hand, we are going to be completing this siege soon, right? 21 days. Also going to be over here in 2 days. It might be fairly quick. How quickly can we get? That's 12 days to get there. We might be able to get into Zanzibar with these fleets. If not, then, you know, they're kind of disposable. Right, so Vijayanagar, you still don't want a white peace? Alright then, and what about... well, Russia, we do want to get the islands from them. So, no peace with them. Truce with Sunda has ended. Are they going to declare war on me as well? I would not be surprised. Well, technically speaking, they're still fighting their own war against Luwu. So perhaps they would not be willing to declare war on me quite yet, at least. Let's actually go and get these transports over here. Pick up the Marines to go into the Philippines. Capture those 2 provinces there. Ah, it's our light ships caught out the enemy. Now, we do have a little bit of durability and all that. I think the enemy's fleets are still pretty good overall. There we go, we'll occupy Zanzibar. Let's get these fleets out of there. We haven't yet gotten the new galley fleets that we're building up, which are going to be then probably helping a little bit over here first, keeping the Russians at bay and keeping or hunting down some of these Portuguese fleets. But also potentially then allowing us to keep the Malayan Sea blockaded so we can take our heavy fleet and go into... well, off the coast of Madagascar, really, to deal with the Portuguese threat down that way. Heathens in high places. Either everyone's gonna hate us, or we lose Diplo points. I think everyone hates us already, so we'll just take that. Let's go ahead and get these troops now off to... I guess we'll go off to the Zion Sea and land into... Oh, trading and clothes. Oh, there we go. Trade efficiency goes up. We do also have another, well, potential animist revolt in Rabaul. I could potentially just go ahead and increase autonomy. Then that does mean that we won't get anything from there, but that also means that we won't have a rebellion somewhere far off that we can't really deal with. Right, so our fleet is still taking quite heavy damage in here, but so are the enemies. Okay, we lost 4, they lost... Oh, they actually got... Oh, they captured a whole lot of it. Okay, we can still raid along their way here. While we go to Comoros, I guess, to repair. And there we go. Let's go ahead and land with the Marines down here. Hopefully we can win the siege up here in Banjar, because we really need to get another war sorted out sooner or rather later. We're starting to lose innovativeness at this point, because we are now, well, I suppose, yeah, we're now behind in tech. We should be able to get the Diplotech soon-ish. And then hopefully the Miltech soon after that. Getting the new cavalry could be somewhat handy, and the militia taxes would be very useful to improve upon. Admittedly, the naval drill would be okay for the Immoral navies, but not really necessary currently. So are they blockading us? No, they're going to Diego Garcia Bay. Oh no, not Diego Garcia, Diego Suarez. Slightly different. Hey, there we go. Our galley fleet is now amassing. At least some of them are being built. Let's go ahead and get another manufactory actually underway. Keep on improving the economy. And we did land into here. Let's actually just detach a siege and go off to the other province as well. So Russia will start losing some more. Oh, they want to take Palu. Oh, down here. Well, that's good luck with that. Now, the Portuguese fleet is moving through here. I'm not entirely sure where exactly it's going. But it's moving in the vicinity. I suppose we will have the galley fleets amassing now. So it's still going to take a lot. Oh. Okay, so they did not manage to regain their independence. No, yeah, no, they're a colony again. Alright then, well, that's the first independence war. Was a bust. I mean, Britain is pretty strong. They don't really like me. They want some of my gold provinces. So I guess good luck with that. Now, admittedly, the British fleet might be the only one that could defeat me, realistically speaking. At least on a one-on-one fight. There we go, that's a province siege down. Another province siege down. With the Russians, I suppose they do have a Sakhalin and all that, but that's a bit too far away from my supply range. So I'm not going to go for that. On the price side, we're still making a killing over here with the blockade and all that. It's also what we have. Blockading is giving us almost 50 ducats per month currently. So that ain't too shabby. Where's the enemy fleet over here? That is still... Oh, that's a different fleet. That's going over that way. We did take Zanzibar. But Portugal at least has a little bit... Well, yeah, it's not a whole lot of war score from that. To be fair, there would be a lot of the mainland Africa over here, or Southern Africa, that we could go ahead and try to siege, but we don't have the troops for that. Because we know that there is going to be some enemy units in there, and that's just going to be beyond what we can handle. The galley fleets are... Ooh, quality of troops is impressive indeed. Where are they blockading? Ah, they brought in the fleet over here. It's mostly just light ships, though. As long as they don't bring in any more menacing stuff than that, I should be fine. And but there is... Oh, right, so the Siege of Bandra, it's... progress is only 10 still. There we go, that's all of these siege down. Where do we need to get those troops now? I suppose there is, of course, we could go for Palau. Siege that one down, then siege down Nauru. There's also some more stuff down here, like Kiribati, that we could potentially siege down. A little bit island hopping campaign in here, quite frankly. Oh. Oh, that's a fleet. Oh, that's the fleet that we fought earlier. Okay, that's a transport fleet. I'm going to move in these fleets to blockade that. We're going to send in the heavy fleet up this way. So that's hopefully going to keep the Ayutthaya fleets engaged. Well, they did engage our fleet there. There we go. We pushed back the Portuguese. Now let's go ahead and send in this one back here. We'll be getting some more light of the galleys soon enough. We capture a few of them. But we are going to catch them still before they can run away. They are outnumbering us by quite a bit, but even then... Oh, we captured their flagship. Well, well, well. Add into the collection. Yeah, we captured 11 ships, actually. And they lost quite a good chunk of their fleet. So yeah, now we've got Ayutthaya, Vijayanagara, Portuguese, and our own flagship. I like the sound of that. Also go ahead and send off the other ships from here. Let's go ahead and get them in here for a brief moment. So we still need to sit down there. Actually, did they go... Oh, they're moving their fleet away. Right, it's going to Patani. I think. Oh no, it's going to Malaya Seaback. Okay, so it will still be in here somewhere. We'll need to rebuild the fleets, but yeah, we'll figure that out. There's a lot of these ships still moving about. How's the Portuguese situation? You got the 13 light ships there. They're not blockading me. I'm still blockading quite a bit of stuff in the meanwhile. Right, Vijayanagara, you still don't want to take a white piece. And Banja, we still haven't sieged down your capital. Oh, they've got a bit of fleet going down this way. Okay, well, let's go ahead and engage with that. How the heavy fleet get over there to help with the battle. We will lose some light ships most likely, but it's a good thing that we got some extra transports. And there we go, now they're moving away. So they sank 4, which is not ideal. I guess we'll do a quick little raid over there. Actually, we can keep the flagship in here briefly. Get the extra boost for the blockade. What do we have here? We got a couple galleys. We'll go ahead and blockade the Malayan Sea with these. Also go ahead and take some more galleys from here. We'll take the... actually, we'll keep the light ships there. We'll take the transports down this way. Austria's been selected as the Emperor once again. Oh, there we go. 71% siege progress. If this is not going to be a victory, then I don't know what will. No, it won't be. Right, then attrition... ooh. Aha. Right, you're going around far away, aren't you? How about... we get you down here quickly before you start taking attrition. It's starting to get quite a bit of inflation as well, actually. But yeah, so the situation is Vijayanagara and Ayutthaya are still mostly under control. We definitely need to get some more of these galleys up here, though. I think with like 20 galleys or so, we should be able to keep them at bay. That's the 31 light ships, all the transports in there again. We'll need to increase our raiding fleets as well, because the privateer fleet, I mean, that's getting 2. I'm going to go out and get another... at least 5. Actually, we'll get to 25 ships at least. The Malacca privateering fleet. Now, we could also go ahead and just... actually, no, we don't need to assign that. Get to Palau. I don't know if that is where the Portuguese fleets are going to. That may well actually be where they went to. You know what? That is the... let's go ahead and change plans. Let's go back to Manokwari. We need to get the bigger fleet up here first to deal with that. Ah, and we've of course got the... no, that's still 9 ships. Okay, we should still be getting 1 more ship, I guess. We could go ahead and build some more galleys, actually. It will take us a little bit over our force limit, but honestly, that's fine. We'll still be losing some ships as well. And there we go, that's siege done. So, Banjar. You're not willing to take that peace deal? Alright then. We'll just go and deal with the siege in Brunei. That'll help with the siege in Barao, if need be. There we go, so that's victory. Unless we can get the peace deal. No, they're not willing to give us a peace deal yet. Okay, where's that going? Halmahera Sea. Most of our ships are actually in pretty good shape, other than the Ayutthaya flagship. So we'll go ahead and we'll go around this way. Because if they're going down there, they either go to Zhatelier or Banda Sea, most likely next. Or they try to blockade that. I guess that's also a possibility. You know, we'll catch you there. Oh, you're running away into Palau Island. Well, we can always blockade you there, I suppose. Right, yeah, we've got a bit more of the galleys here now, keeping the Ayutthaya fleet in check. The Vijayanagara fleets aren't really doing anything, so Vijayanagara themselves are just, you know, sitting around for the time being. Oh, you're actually going to try to catch a small trade fleet there. That's a bold move. Yeah, you caught it. Well, I caught you. And let me just tell you that I've got a fairly strong fleet here that is going to, well, just capture another heavy ship, actually. Right, let's go ahead and blockade Palau. We're going to go ahead, actually, do a quick little raid there. And we're going to go ahead and repair damaged ships, so we'll still have a blockade in there, briefly. But these should be able to repair a little bit faster on, or in the port, rather. Oh, unconditional surrender from Banja. Well, well, well. I'll do that one. I'm going to take a bit of your money and enjoy. I guess we'll get these cores underway to keep the overextension to the minimum. There we go. That's 1 war less. So still fighting Vijayanagara, Russia, and Portugal. Now, Vigianica is not in the Great Powers list, but Russia and Portugal are. We do have total development over 1,000 at least, so that's good. Yeah, so... Oh, right, actually, let's get these into Banja, repair them there. And Lu actually... Well, they lost some stuff to Sunda, but they didn't lose completely. And Sunda is now fighting against Spain. Oh, because, right, Langfang. Well, they're actually doing pretty good over here in the Philippines. So I'm okay with that. But I do see that we are actually out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like or share if we have it already. Also, get the links down below in the description part of that. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.